Hi, and welcome from Concordia Lutheran Church. I'm here in the sanctuary this morning, and I just want to tell you I love being in this space, this really huge room we have here at the church. I love it because it is so large. It is so large that it reminds me of my place in life in a very important way. It's a space that's too large to live in. Imagine even if you had one of those super huge, gigantic TVs that everybody seems to find is all the rage these days. It would be dwarfed in a space this large. Look how huge it is. And if you had your couch and you even had a little kitchenette somewhere, the space is just too large to live in. For me, it's a reminder that this space is so large because it's a space in which we are reminded of our relationship to God. Our relationship to God who has much larger plans for us, and that space needs to accommodate. So this coming Sunday, this Sunday is Pentecost Sunday, and the reading from the book of Acts reminds us of what happens when the disciples, in fear that they'll lose their lives, just as Jesus had been crucified, hide in a small room. They hide in a room that is really too small to live in, but that is where they can feel safe. And then the Holy Spirit comes in and bursts into that room, and the next thing we know, they're in a huge open area talking to crowds and crowds of people. And the Holy Spirit fills them with vision and mission, and they begin to speak in tongues. And they bring all people to that relationship to God, that opening up of their lives. This sanctuary, even though it is so large, has been a place that reminds us of our mission in God is actually not able to be contained in this room. Our mission from God calls us and pushes us to move out into the larger world, to find ourselves connected to so many other people in mission, serving our neighbors, serving and bringing a witness of God's love into their lives. I love that about our church, that we find ourselves driven not to this place, but from this place into the world. Now, with the COVID restrictions beginning to be lifted, the need to be socially distanced, physically distanced from each other beginning to no longer be the case, I'm looking forward to the time when we can all be gathered in this space. But I'm also enjoying the fact that you can be connected to us and be part of our ministry, our faith community, even virtually. That we are bigger than a place, that we are bigger than ourselves, because we are in relationship to a God who has called us and sent us forth. So this Sunday, join us here at Concordia Church. Service will live stream at 10 o'clock. And we will join in celebrating the gift of God's Spirit for our church, for all churches, for all Christians everywhere. The church's birthday, when we are called, gathered, and then, even more importantly, sent forth into the larger room, the larger space of the world.